In the United States, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have experienced some form of severe violence from an intimate partner. In this speech, I will tell you a little bit about domestic violence and the effects it has on men, women, and children. The 3 main points of my speech are the definition of domestic violence, the different types of domestic violence, and the effects it has. According to the Joyful Noise Foundation, domestic violence involves an international pattern of physical, emotional, economic, and other tactics used to instill fear and coerce intimate partners to act against their own will and best interests. According to the Healthy Place website, domestic violence can occur in every socioeconomic group, educational and religious background, age group, culture, and nation. The U.S. Department of Justice estimates that 1.3 million women and 835,000 men are victims of physical violence by an intimate partner each year. That brings me to my next point, the different types of domestic violence. According to the Healthy Place website, psychological or emotional abuse can affect your inner thoughts and feelings as well as exert control over your life. According to the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, physical abuse is non-accidental use of force that results in bodily injury, pain, or impairment. According to the Healthy Place website established by Kelly Holly, verbal abuse is any language or behavior that seeks to coerce victims to doubt their perceptions or their abilities to subjugate themselves to the abuser. Finally, to move on to my final point. According to goodtherapy.org, research shows that child's development can adversely be affected by domestic violence. According to goodtherapy.org, established by Good Therapy staff on April 8, 2015, the psychological, emotional, and social impacts of domestic violence can linger long after the violence has subsided, and even after the victim has left the abusive partner. According to the Joyful Heart Foundation, some common mental effects of domestic violence include PTSD, depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. In this speech, I have explained what domestic violence is, the different types of domestic violence, and the effect that domestic violence has on men, women, and children. Domestic violence continues to be an issue in this society, and you should know the signs so that you could be the voice for somebody else. For my visual aid, I have pictures of what can happen if you don't get out of an abusive relationship. This is the first one. And not to get this picture confused, men are abused as well as women. And this is the second one. Any questions? Yes.
Have you ever been in a domestic violence relationship?
No, I have not, and that's probably good because I'm just a little bit crazy, but I haven't been in a domestic violence relationship. Does anybody else have questions? No questions? Thank you.